Hey, what is up guys, this is Shiro back with another video, and today in this video I'm gonna be showing you the OxygenOS based on Android Pie is available for the Redmi Note 5 Pro. So let's see how is it today, and this is a ported ROM from OnePlus 6 I guess. So let's see how is it. And if you want to install this ROM on your Redmi Note 5 Pro, here is a card how to install it. And if you have not installed any kind of ROM previously, well, you need to have unlocked bootloader and you need to have official TWRP recovery installed for this procedure. And while installing this ROM, if you are familiar with installing ROMs, while installing this ROM, you will see these kind of messages on the TWRP, which is pretty funny. So the messages are like this: do you really think this port is from the OnePlus 5T, the OxygenOS 5.1.7? And then there comes what? Still Oreo 8.1.0? Well, not really. It's based on Android Pie. Even though the file name says 8.1, it's based on Android Pie. So regarding the fluidity of this ROM, I have to say this is one of the most fluid ROMs I have ever tested on the Redmi Note 5 Pro. Yes, it does have some kind of glitchiness, in some aspects, because it's of course a ported ROM, so it should be having those kind of issues. But other than that, I did not find any kind of issues regarding the performance and stability issues of this ROM. There is no problems at all. The ROM is running super fluid on the Redmi Note 5 Pro with the Snapdragon 636, but I'm really happy with the performance because as you can see, the performance over here is super fine. You won't be having any kind of issues regarding the daily driving performance or daily driving fluidity, opening apps and stuff. So everything is super fun and fine at the same time. So let me show you by opening some of the apps, and let me show you the RAM management and how is it. By the way, I'm using the full screen gestures over here and this is just running super fine. So now let me open some of the apps and show you guys the app open up speeds, the RAM management and the gestures. So let's open Chrome first. Let's go home, File Explorer, Facebook, Play Store, YouTube, Instagram, this audio recorder. What else should I open? So this manual camera, well, the camera to API is there and you can just enable it. You don't have to enable it, I mean all the options of the camera to API is present, so you have the camera to API, so that is pretty cool. So let me open the apps again. So the Chrome has been stopped or removed from memory, but other apps are there I guess. Let's open Twitter. So let me do it one more time. YouTube is force stopped. So yeah, the RAM is having some kind of issues with the RAM management of course of this ROM. So as you can see, some of the apps are getting force closed here and there. I mean not force closed but gets removed from memory, so that is how it is. But here we have the recents panel. Let me show you the recents panel now. If you swipe up just like this, let me show you. As you can see, you get this recents panel, and as you can see it's pretty smooth, so you can just switch between apps just like this. So as you can see, you can just switch between apps just like this, and if you swipe all the way up, it will get you the home screen, and you can just do this to get the recents panel. Let me just show you. And here as you can see, everything is pretty smooth. The UI feels pretty smooth and you can clear all the apps from here, and if you want split screen you can do it from here, and you can go to the apps info and lock the app in memory. So that is pretty cool, but the memory management is not that great over here as of now. Of course, this is the first Android Pie based OxygenOS for the Redmi Note 5 Pro which is ported, so that is how it is. And my unit is a 4GB RAM variant, so maybe that is why it's having some kind of memory management issues. But yeah, the memory management issue is there, and as you can see, from time to time it shows black screen, so that's how it is. So first of all, let me show you the stock launcher over here. Of course, this has the basic OnePlus launcher, and it does have all kind of features which you get on any kind of OnePlus devices. So this is how the home screen looks like. Here we have the Google search panel, and over here we have the date and weather. And what else? We have the apps, of course, over here, and you can have widgets and stuff if you want to, and you can just swipe up from the home screen to get the app drawer. And you can have this enable history, like if you open any app, it will like stay over here, like the recent apps you have used. And over here, let me just swipe to the left, and here we have the never settle panel, or it says never settle over here, and there is the weather stuff, and you can add widgets if you want to. And the toolbox is there. You can open any app like calculator, and you can just switch to straight at selfie if you want to take a selfie. And there are recent apps over here, and here we have the dashboard option. So this is pretty cool, and you can swipe down anywhere on the home screen to get the notification panel. And here we have the Android Pie quick toggles of the OxygenOS. Looks pretty cool. You can enable the auto brightness if you want to. You can just reduce or like increase the brightness from here. And you can have like multiple quick toggles. Here we have the do not disturb, which I use because the vibrate or the silent mode is kind of broken. And you can edit and add more stuff like the gaming mode if you want to. You can have this right here. So that's how you can adjust it. And let me open like the settings of the stock launcher, and over here you get the wallpapers, widgets, and home settings. So let me show you the wallpapers first. Here we have the OnePlus 6 wallpapers, of course, and this looks pretty cool. Couple of options are there, and you can set individually the lock screen and home screen wallpapers. Let's go back like this because I'm using the full screen gestures, and let's go into home screen settings. Here we have the shelf option, and swipe down, and double tap to lock is there. That is a pretty cool feature. You can customize the drawer and stuff like that. You can have the notification dots, and the icon packs are there. You can have this OnePlus round or square icon packs if you want to, and you can definitely install like third-party icon packs. And here we have the home screen layout. You can change it if you want to, but I'll keep it as it is. So all the customizations regarding the stock launcher is there, and you can just double tap to sleep. Like you can just double tap anywhere on the home screen. And here is a fingerprint scanner speed for you guys. So as you can see, it unlocks immediately. The fingerprint scanner speed is literally one of the most fastest over here. So pretty cool stuff. So now let's talk about some of the cons which I have noticed of this ROM. Well, there are some things, of course, which does not simply work. Well, what are they? First of all, let me talk about the gestures. Well, you know the gestures where you can like draw a circle or draw a V or something like that, like to launch cameras or launch some other apps. It simply is not working over here. So you have to keep that in mind, that these kind of features is not simply working over here. And one more thing that is not working is like the Google Pay. Well, I tried to set it up, like I tried to set up the Google Pay by like disabling the phone and SMS app permission from the Google Play services. Well, it did continue, and I did log into my account, the Google Pay account I have, but it did not like verify the account. Like you have to send a SMS or something like that to enable the UPI code. So it did not, or it isn't able to send the SMS for some odd reason. So I do not know why and how it's happening, but I could not send a SMS through the SMS app, or even I tried with the Google SMS app, it did not work. So Google Pay is not really working as of now over here. So the next thing which is not simply working over here is the face auto unlock. So the face unlock over here is present, and you can definitely set it up, but it won't work. So that's how it is. But overall, if you talk about what's working over here, oh my god, everything, like almost everything which I use is working except Google Pay, and that includes VoLTE calling, and that includes fingerprint scanner, that includes camera. And regarding camera, we also have the OxygenOS camera, of course, and we have all the OxygenOS apps like the OnePlus community and the OnePlus weather and stuff. So everything is present over here. So this is the OxygenOS camera app, and you have a lot of features like the Google Assistant feature is there, and you have the night mode from here. And let me just switch to the video. Here we get the 1080p and 720p option, no 4K as of now. And you can click photos and stuff, and the front camera and stuff is working super fine over here as you can see. And let me just take a selfie quickly. So this is how the selfie looks like. So pretty cool. And regarding camera to API, yes, we do have camera to API, and let me open this app. So this is the Pixel 3 camera installed on the OxygenOS based on Android Pie. Pretty cool stuff. And here we have the night sight and stuff over here. And let's switch to the portrait mode of the Pixel 3 camera. Here we have the portrait mode, and let me switch to the front camera again, and let's take a selfie. So as you can see from here, it did apply the portrait mode, and here is how it looks like. And you can see the bokeh effect from here. So the edge detection is pretty much on point, and it is working super fine. You don't need to worry. And here is the selfie taken with the OxygenOS camera. And here is a selfie taken with the Pixel 3 camera in portrait mode. So pretty cool stuff. You can have both the cameras over here. So now let me just show you the settings panel, of course, to show you guys the settings and stuff. And over here, let's go into display settings. We have the auto brightness, of course, and here we get the sleep timer, and night mode option is there. You can turn it on and it works just, and you can like control the intensity of it if you want to. Let's go back. And we have the reading mode, screen calibration is there, notch display is there, but of course this phone does not have any notches, so we don't need to worry about it. So if you just tap on hide the notch area, it will just switch over here to black. So that is kind of how it is. Let's switch to the previous option, and here we have the wallpapers option again, and here we have the themes. From here you have the colorful light and dark option. Let me choose colorful. Let's see what happens. So this panel turned into like black, and the quick settings panel turned into black. So that is how it is. So let me change it to light again. And from accent color, you can change the accent colors over here. Pretty cool feature. So you can have whatever accent color you want for your UI. Let's hit cancel. And we have the blink LED light option, and you can change the fonts if you want to. And regarding the display size, which I have noticed, like if I decrease it to default, it like doesn't decrease at all. So you have only the small and large option over here. So that is how it is. And here we have the status bar option, and here you get the battery style option. You have the battery bar, battery circle, and hidden battery if you want that. And here we have the show battery percentage, display network traffic, but the network traffic over here does not display on the status bar for some reason. So I have to like swipe down from the notification panel, and here as you can see it shows the network traffic. And here we have the VoLTE logo of the OnePlus UI, the OxygenOS. So that's pretty cool. And inside time you have the time customization, so you can like show it however you like it. And we have the icon manager. From here you can enable the hotspot, Bluetooth, etc. icons, and even the VoLTE icons. So that is how it is. Let's go back. Here we have the auto rotate screen option and the screensaver option. And let me show you some other things like the buttons and gestures. Here we have the alert slider option, but of course we do not have the alert slider, so you don't need to worry. And inside navigation gesture, we have the navigation like full screen gesture option. And what else? We have the back home recents button. Let's go over this. So this is the back and home is the Android Pie option. You can just swipe up like this, I guess. So yeah, as you can see, you can just swipe up like this to get the recents panel. So let's switch to the full screen navigation gestures as of now. Let's go back. Here we have the quick gestures option, and here we get the 3-finger screenshot. Let me just show you, it works as you can see. So that feature is pretty cool. We have the answer calls by this gesture, but I am not sure if it's working or not. But VoLTE calling is working super fine, you don't need to worry. And double tap to wake and stuff is there if you want to use it. We have music control, and we have this draw option, but this option simply does not work. So that is how it is. And in my opinion, the battery life is pretty fine, you don't need to worry. I have used 10% battery as of now, and it gave me around 1 hour and 9 minutes of screen on time. So battery life should be pretty good, and you can view the battery full percentage, the full usage from here. Inside security, we have the face auto unlock option, but it simply does not work. So you can set it up if you want to, but the face unlock simply does not work. And inside utilities, we have the gaming mode. If you want it, you can enable it, like while playing games it won't annoy you. And we have the parallel apps. You can like have 2 accounts of WhatsApp and stuff. And we have the app locker, and it is working super fine. Let me show you. I did it with like the WhatsApp, and as you can see, it shows this kind of thing, and you can use your fingerprint scanner or your fingerprint option to like unlock the app. And here we have the schedule power on and off option, and you can like set a timer to switch off the phone or switch on the phone. So that is pretty cool. And here we have the pocket mode, and it is working super fine. Let me show you. Here is the lock screen, and if I just cover this area, it will show you the pocket mode is enabled, so you can't touch the display. Inside system, you get these kind of accessibility and stuff, and over here you get this OTG option, which will turn it off automatically after 10 minutes. So that's how it is. This system updates option is force closing, so you don't need to worry about system updates, of course, because you can flash any update like with TWRP. And here we have the recent app management. Here we have normal clear and deep clear option. And what else? The default keyboard of this ROM is Gboard, so you don't need to worry about any third-party keyboards being here. And inside about, we have this kind of thing. It shows this Snapdragon 845, and this shows that the device name is OnePlus 6. So that's how it is. And Android version, of course, here we get the Android version, and if I tap on it, as you can see, it's based on Android Pie. And here the security patch is of November 1, 2018, 1st of November 2018. And here is the kernel version. The stock kernel is derp version 3.5, and here's the build number if you want to see it. So this is pretty cool. This is literally pretty cool. And again, one thing that is not working, or it is a bit buggy, is the silent and vibrate mode, of course, because the Redmi Note 5 Pro, of course, does not have like the slider, the notification slider like OnePlus devices. So I can't really put the phone into like totally vibrate or silent mode. I don't know why. Now let me show you the gaming performance of this ROM. So now it's time, let's open PUBG. Here we have the gaming mode, and it shows by default automatically once I open PUBG. It shows CPU optimized, GPU optimized, RAM optimized, and answer calls via speaker and stuff options are there. So I'll just tap OK. So inside graphic settings, I can play at like maximum HD and high. I can't switch to HDR or Ultra HD, of course. There's a bit of frame drops, but I think the game is still loading kind of, but right now it's fine, as you can see. So as you can see, the gaming performance is pretty much fine. I do not have any kind of huge frame drops or lags issues, but there are a couple of minor frame drops, so you can definitely ignore it and play the game like pretty smoothly. You don't need to worry about the frame drops at all. So there you have it, OxygenOS based on Android Pie on the Redmi Note 5 Pro. The custom ROM community is pretty amazing, and huge thanks to the developers and all of you guys watching this video for like helping out in this community. And so that is pretty much it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. This is Tito from KDN Tech signing off for today, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye bye now.